Once more, it is time for an update for this tutorial. Google continues changing workflows and settings, so here's the 2023 version of the Google Photos Guide. We have to go through about 5 steps. First is create a Google application, activate the Google Photos library, then we have to manage the consent screen, create the credentials and add those credentials to Event Gallery before we can create our first event. Let's get started with creating the application. Click the New Project button, enter a name for your project and hit the Create button. Takes a while and select the project and we have our application. Our project, our application needs a library and this library is the Google Photos library. Search for photos and you will find this library. Click this and just enable it. The enablement takes a while and then we have Google Photos library activated for our project. Let's take care about the consent screen. You need it to collect user data later on. Choose external as user type, hit create. We have to fill in additional data. So the app name is clear, the user support email, then we provide the homepage of our application. This is actually not really necessary. The next thing is really necessary and you have to add your domain as the authorized domain. I use eg.io here. You use your domain, of course. After filling the email address, you can continue to the next step. This is now just a click through, so no additional scopes are necessary, no user configurations are necessary, just click through. Now we see the summary of our application and we go back to the dashboard. Now this step is important, publish your app, otherwise the credentials you use in Event Gallery are valid for 7 days only, so we have to renew them over and over again. Don't submit your application for verification. That has a limitation, so you can use just 100 users, but for Event Gallery this is fine since you use your own albums only. The application is ready, but we need credentials. Create new credentials, OAuth client ID, use web application as the credentials type, and you need to specify from which website you can use those credentials. So put in here the URL of your website and click on Create. This page shows you your credentials, your client ID and your client secret. You need them. You can download them as JSON to keep them for later. We are ready to put those credentials into Event Gallery. So log into your Joomla backend. Open Event Gallery. There's a new dashboard where you can find the Accounts Google Photos link. There you can create new credentials. Remember, the client ID and the client secret you copied from the Google page before. Give it a name and enter the ID and the secret. After saving this, you see the Get Refresh Token button. Click it. A new window will open and this red text is very important. Copy it and switch to the Google Cloud Console. We need to modify our credentials and add this URL as authorized redirect URL. Add it here, save, and you can switch back to Event Gallery. Only if you did that step, you can select your Google account, otherwise you will get an error message. So select your Google account, select the account. We did not verify the application, so you will see an error message here. Click on Advanced and go to EG.io unsafe. Then select the scopes, continue, and you have the refresh token. Now save the credentials and they are complete. Now we can create an event with those credentials. Go to the overview again and create a new event. Select Google Photos as the image source and use the album selectors to select your album from Google Photos. Hit the select button from the album you like and hit the save button. Oh, I forgot something. Of course you need to add a title for your event. Save again, and I forgot to publish it, so I will do this as well. Then we can switch to the front end and we will see our album here. Just reload the page. I configured that menu item as an event list menu item. I can open the album. I can open the lightbox. I can see Google Photos here. Success. Thanks for watching.